would be fined and that there would be consequences. What do you make of that statement from these government officials?
I mean, I'm not surprised. That is not unlike Kenya Kwanza to try to ignore the rule of law. The court pronounced itself on this matter yesterday. That is unconstitutional. And therefore, even though they say there's a stay, my view is that the matter still remains unconstitutional. And therefore, I would urge all the employers to immediately stop paying anything, because you'll be acting unconstitutionally.
Thank you. That's fine.
I'm Chris Owino from Ramogi TV.
Absolutely.
My question is still in line with the question that Mudoka has just asked. Do you feel like it was uncalled for the three-judge bench to extend a grace period, or rather give the government a grace period, having said that that was an illegality? Was it uncalled for?
I think
What's your take?
you don't need to criticize actually.
No. We don't. It's a question of interpretation of what the court said. But the court made a very fundamental pronouncement that this matter is unconstitutional. Period.
Yes.
It's unconstitutional. A stay does not make it constitutional.
Very good.
Okay, thank you very much.
The National Dialogue Committee submitted its report last Sunday. As we all recall, the talks were preceded by a stolen election, sweat, tears, police brutality and death, amid a steep rise in the cost of living, which has only got worse as the talks were being concluded. We want to thank all the people of Kenya, the media, fraternity, and other stakeholders for exercising great patience and restraint as the dialogue continued. I thank the members from both sides of the talks for their commitment and dedication to national duty. After the initial tension and mistrust, which was expected, the parties gelled and worked well together. Trust returned in their ranks, and they were then able to show a strong commitment to peace and reconciliation and the strengthening of institutions and governance process in Kenya. The document the team has come up with is ultimately imperfect and unfinished, but it is a good beginning. We have agreed to disagree on the most important matter to us. We made what we believed were reasonable proposals on how to address the rising cost of living. But the government side flatly refused, terming it their exclusive business and further arguing that they got the mandate of Kenyans to execute their Kenya Kwanza economic agenda. We will be engaging Kenyans further in the coming weeks as we must, because the pain of the cost of living is really unbearable. In the coming weeks, the majority of Kenyans will be carrying the burden of increased school fees besides the many crises in the education sector. Be that as it may, we have come this far because of a commitment to constructive engagement and positive energy and sacrifice for the sake of our beloved country, Kenya. Our team was able to get positive results on a number of the issues that we had set out in our demands. These include electoral justice, which encapsulates audit of the 2022 election process, restructuring and the constitution of the IEBC, increase